Welcome back, Renegades! You know, guys, I'm really excited for today. This is going to be fun. So here's the million-dollar question. How are network marketers like us, who've tried everything their upline ever suggested to be successful, and yet still struggled, who grew up with technology and aren't stuck in the 20th century, how are we supposed to grow our downlines and our bank accounts, and yet still have time for real life? My name is J.R. McKee. Join me as we explore how to use 21st century learning and technology to grow our downlines and build lasting wealth. Simply put, this is MLM done different. Welcome to MLM Renegade. All right, Renegades. Today we're going to talk about focus, or more importantly, a singular focus. So I've been thinking a lot about this lately and trying to understand times in my life where I've achieved greatness, times in my life where I've achieved things that were going to be really hard. And I'm a little bit notorious in my family for winning contests. Like, I win crap. I work in sales, right? So the favorite thing for a sales manager to do is to create some sort of sales contest that gives away something that would be really cool to have that I could probably buy myself, but I wouldn't ever because it's just kind of superfluous. Okay, so I have in the past won Xboxes, PlayStations, big screen TVs, trips. Like, I've won these things, and it's been awesome, and I've had a lot of fun with them, and I was trying to break those down and understand, okay, why did I win those? Okay, did I just sell more? Did I just get in and get scrappy? And the answer is yes, but why did that happen? I'm trying to break this down to its base parts, and what I came up with was focus, a singular focus, a focus on my goal. And then I realized, I asked myself, how am I applying this same single-mindedness, the same focus to my business, to my everyday living? Because I'll be honest, guys, it's hard sometimes. I get stuck in ruts where I'm just like, I have all the intentions in the world, and yet I end up not doing something. I end up getting sidetracked by something stupid, or heaven forbid I get sucked into some show on Netflix and 10 hours of my life gets sucked away watching a stupid Netflix show that literally will make me no money in my life, provides some modicum of entertainment for a short period of time, but ultimately it's just like, meh, whatever. And so I'm trying to focus all those things together. So, and I've been thinking about this a lot over the past week, and this past week has been a wild one. Okay, we dropped off our oldest child, who's leaving on a 2-year mission to Toronto, Canada, and so he will be gone. He won't be coming home for 2 years, and we're really excited for him. We think it's going to do amazing things for him personally, and we're excited to see that growth in him. But it's really hard, his mom especially, really kind of sad, and just so I've been trying to focus and channel that focus into things that would be more beneficial and more helpful and a better spot for us as adults. And so I wanted to so I'm trying to grasp that. And then something personally happens, and I end up in the emergency room on Saturday night, and they give me lots of drugs for pain. I mean, I'm doped up out of my mind. I lost basically an entire day of my life to some fog of narcotics. And it reminds me every time I have an issue like this, and it doesn't happen very often, but a few times in my life I've had injuries, and every time it does, though, I remind myself why I don't take drugs. And I get that some people struggle with that. I find zero allure in not being in control of myself. I mean, literally, by the time I was done and they finally had gotten my pain down, they had given me about 1,400 milligrams of ibuprofen. I'd had two Lortab and 3 Percocet, Like I was, and by the time I got home at like 7:30 in the morning from the ER. I went in at like 2 a.m. It was an awful night. And then I immediately went to bed and crashed and lost the entire day. And I woke up in the evening time, like around 5 o'clock. I was up for 3 hours, 4 hours maybe, and then went back to bed and slept the whole night. And still dealing with some residual stuff from that. I still don't know what's wrong. Don't get old, everybody. Sometimes stupid crap happens. But I realized in this time, as I was when I was lucid, that I need to focus in and just be single-minded. In our business, about a year and a half ago, I guess, we got this opportunity, actually just over a year ago, we got this opportunity to go to Africa. That was a reward trip from the company that we work with. And it was incredible, it was amazing. And the work and the effort and the single-mindedness that went into that was just astounding. And recreating that can be kind of hard. You lose your mojo, and then trying to regain it is difficult. So what do? Well, I have found that really setting my intention and focusing my thoughts on that one thing is the best way to do it. Now, is it easy to get distracted? Oh my goodness, yes. Okay, it's really, really hard sometimes to keep that focus and to stay with your mind engaged on that singular goal. But as I think about it, and I see things increasingly in my life where the pattern is repeating itself. This is a framework for success. And frameworks are the things that are going to make us successful in the end, okay? I talk about picking out that point where you're going and then looking down at your feet and putting one foot in front of the other and not looking up for a long time, okay? My son just left. He'll be gone for 2 years. I know that once we get into the flow of things, that 2 years is going to go in a snap. The first week, drug on forever. But our perspective changes. And I guess that's the biggest thing in focusing on what we're doing, is trying to step back, disassociate ourselves with the emotions, especially of the moment, and step back and get perspective. I've been increasingly impressed lately with Gary Vaynerchuk. Once you get past the F-bomb dropping, the things that he says are incredible. He talks heavily about gratitude and about perspective and about, thinking through the things that are happening to you in such a way that you can be disassociated from them. The action is not related to the outcome for those that are successful. So let me say that again. The action is not related to the outcome. Now, does it cause the outcome ultimately? Yes. Okay. Does going and working hard every single day ultimately lead to good outcomes? Yes, absolutely. But here's the problem. When people focus too much on the outcome and not the action, they fail. So, my advice for today, and the things that I'm learning, you guys, and I'm learning this right alongside you, and I want you guys to understand that I am not coming from this place of a high point already. I haven't gotten there. I'm bringing you guys along for the ride, and I hope you guys feel that, and I hope you guys can engage with me on that and understand that really what I want is for all of us to be successful. I don't believe, especially in business and in network marketing and in life in general, I do not believe in a zero-sum game. Okay? I was an economics student in college, right? Zero-sum game means if I win, that means you have to lose. Okay? Football games are zero-sum games, okay? You both can't win. Or you both can't lose. I find myself, especially in athletics, I find teams that I maybe dislike more than others. Red Sox and Yankees. And I root for them both to lose, even when they're playing each other, and that's just not possible in a zero-sum game. However, this is the point. Life is not a zero-sum game. You can win, and I can win. And when we have an abundance mindset, everybody can win, and everybody should win. Okay? You don't have to be among the winners or the losers. Okay? You can always be a winner. And you don't have to lose, you just have to learn. Okay? You guys, I've been really excited to think about this. I've been mulling this over. All the quiet time that I've had in my truck, I've actually turned off my Audible books and just sat quietly and tried to listen to my thoughts and understand what's going on, to where I can focus, where I can hone that focus into a laser-like power, so that I can really understand it, move through it, not around it, through it, and ultimately get out to the other side. So you guys, I want you guys to sit down and think about what you focus on and see where the distractions come in and how you can eliminate those distractions, because ultimately that is how you're going to best be able to achieve your goals. And I'll see you at the top on that pinnacle, planting your flag of success. Have a great day. Hey, thanks for listening, and please remember to subscribe. And if you loved us, leave us an awesome review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you consume your podcasts. Now, if you'd like some free training for your team on how your recruiting efforts can be bettered and brought into the 21st century, go to podcast.mlmrenegade.com and get your copy of the Renegade Recruiting Kickstarter.